South Africa has one of the highest youth unemployment rates in the world. Some young people say they've lost hope that government can turn their situation around. So, on this Youth Day, we speak to two entrepreneurs, MD at Seba M Holdings, that's Gugulethu Maseko, and the brand connector CEO, Kefilwe Ndofaya Modise. The two of them join me now to talk about how they made something of their lives in this difficult economic space that everybody finds him or herself in nowadays. To the two of you, thank you very much for making time to talk to us on News Feed. Let me start with you, Gugulethu. Talk to us about how you began your company. What is it that you do, and how easy or difficult has it been to get it going?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. First of all, I would be amiss not to pay homage to the class of 76 for the work that they did for us as young entrepreneurs and the youth at large. Now, what I do is I'm an events coordinator, and I also do consulting for other companies that, want to do business in the event space. It was very difficult for me as a young Black woman to start a company, seeing that, a lot of us struggle with resources. We really struggle to find funding. There were many challenges, and I do not think those are exclusive to myself as Seba, but a lot of other young entrepreneurs face challenges when it comes to starting a business. However, it does take one to be very ambitious and to really be intentional about getting into a space that is so highly competitive and very challenging. So it's been quite an interesting journey.
Yeah. Let's come to you, Kefilwe, CEO of the brand connector. What exactly does your company do? You've muted yourself, Kefilwe.
Right.
Let's try and unmute.
Oh, sorry. Good
go.
morning, Xoli, and the viewers at home. What I do is I do social media marketing. I do Facebook branding. I also do marketing and advertising. I also do branding, personal branding. Yeah, I do a lot of digital marketing. Yes.
All right. And you've heard Gugulethu saying that funding issues are a major problem for her. What challenges have you met along the way?
As COVID, there's COVID and our government and delaying and not giving us things that we need to start our businesses. The challenges that I've come across is like, let's say I've started a business of which the business has to stop because of this COVID-19 and everything. And as far as I'm concerned, we had to cut the agreement and with other businesses. So, and if the government, when they will give us more facilities, because we need proper facilities, we need money, we need all these things to start our businesses. So it's a lot, especially where I come from. Since I'm from a village and I'm from a rural area, it's a bit of a challenge, especially since I'm more concerned in the 4IR and everything. I need data, I need connectivity. Sometimes for me to do things, I need to go as far as in town, I need to get what I need to do. A lot of data so that I can connect to Eva, so that I can connect to my clients and what I need,
Yeah. All right. Let's come back to you, Gugulethu. You are an events coordinator. At a time like this, I don't imagine that there are many events to go around for you to keep your business going. As I speak to you, we're waking up to lockdown level 3 today. The impact that this COVID era has had on your business, how are you navigating the space?
Xoli, it's very interesting that we should speak about that, because waking up to these news this morning, I was actually planning an event that was supposed to take place on the 3rd of July. And, with the new stringent restrictions that have been enforced due to the rise in coronavirus cases, we've had to rethink, our way forward. And it has been a challenge since the beginning of last year. And I tell you now, for events coordinators, this is a very tricky season, because you cannot just do an event for the sake of doing an event. You need to look at the lucrativity of that business. You have to look at the profitability of the project that you want to undertake. So it's really been very difficult to even get funders to buy into ideas that you have in this COVID space. We are already facing so many challenges as young business people, and COVID-19 has compounded the challenges based on the fact that we have had to relook at our business models, and not everyone is ready to go the digital way, which also calls for more resources. It calls for more creativity and innovation. And, with resources being so scarce, it's really hard and tough to stay afloat in this industry. And we do have to find alternative ways of how we can give our businesses a boost in the midst of a pandemic.
Yeah. Kefilwe, you said,
yes.
I think I remember you saying that you operate from a rural area, and then you also mentioned 4IR that talks to technology issues. Make us understand how difficult or perhaps slightly easier is it becoming to work in a rural community or a rural area using digital platforms? I mean, I'm a student, for example, and the kinds of complaints that I hear from fellow students at a time like this in university, where you have to learn using the virtual platform, how easy or difficult is it for your business to operate?
It's very difficult, considering the fact that we don't have hotspots, we don't have those actual fibers that we have the people from the townships have. So it becomes very difficult. Hence, I'm saying, in most cases, I would have to go somewhere for me to do what I need to do. For me, especially when I need a lot of data and a lot of connectivity. And yeah, it's very difficult, especially even for students around here. It's difficult, but what can we do? It's COVID.
Yeah.
It's COVID. Yeah.
All right.
And
Gugu.
the government is not doing enough. It's not even doing enough about it. But it would be nice if the government would try to give us some proper connectivities. It would be better.
Yeah.
And for us to start our business, because we won't even go back to them, because we only need connectivity. That's all I need. I need connectivity.
Yeah. Gugu, final thoughts from you. Let's talk about what it is that keeps you going as a business person. This is an opportunity for you to, light some fire in the hearts of many would-be entrepreneurs out there. As difficult as it is, but you guys are soldiering on.
Definitely. What I would say to young people who are prospective entrepreneurs is that this is a time for us to really be stubborn in our practices, and we need to be intentional about what it is that we want to achieve, because you have to remember that we're not only doing this to make names for ourselves, but we want to play a crucial role in the economic development of our society. We start businesses not only to look glamorous or to sound smart, but we start businesses to change lives. So keep your hope alive and keep your dreams alive and fight, because this is, a new struggle that we are facing, that of economic transformation and economic development. It is therefore up to us, and it is our prerogative as young people to keep going and keep pushing, even amidst a pandemic. At some point, we're going to have to come up, with creative ways of how to survive as young entrepreneurs. So let us not lose heart. Let us keep being ambitious, and and know that our dreams are valid as young Black entrepreneurs, and of course, entrepreneurs of other nations and races.
All right. Final thoughts very quickly for me, Kefilwe. 3 out of 4 young people in South Africa are unemployed. Motivate them quickly.
do whatever it takes. Start with whatever that we have. I've started with nothing. I still have nothing. I still have nothing, but I've started. I'm getting exactly where I need to go. I'm going exactly where I need to go. That's all I can say, especially from people from the village. You can do it. People think, because especially when we're from a village, they will think things are very limited for us, and we tend to see things from other people. But now, I personally say, as Ndosi, the brand connector, will say, you can do it. Start with whatever you have, whatever it takes, and then that's it.
All right. That's Kefilwe Ndofaya Modise, CEO of the Brand Connector. Thank you very much for those motivating words. Gugulethu Maseko, Managing Director at Seba Holdings. Thanks indeed for your time.